Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to episode number 39 of Football Manager, and today we will be taking on Worcester City and Kettering Town in the league. Worcester City is at home whilst Kettering Town match is away. And if we have a look at the table, Worcester are sitting up in 6th place. But they do have a -1 goal difference and they've drawn their last 3 games. Hopefully we can inflict a loss on them, whilst Kettering Town are on a 2-game losing streak, have lost 4 out of their last 5 and sit just 1 point shy of the relegation zone, and they have a -11 goal difference, so hopefully we will be able to beat them. But I would expect Worcester to be a tougher challenge, and hopefully with this win, if we get a win, we can jump up the table and go, 4 points, just 4 points away from the playoffs. Let's get going right away. And we received some good news here. George Rigg is back from his injury, which kept him out for a while, but that is a good news. Mitch Curry also on the way back, and Junior Marais, who's got that sprained wrist, is just 1 to 6 days shy of being fully fit, and Merson, he's still going to be injured for a while though with his broken toe, unfortunately. But here we got like 5 fitness tests. Curry can't play, Massey can play 45, York 60, Rigg 60, and Marais, he's got that protective equipment that's going to help him play through his strained wrist, which is great news. But Burke, somehow he's 1 yellow card away from being suspended. He must pick up yellows every time he plays. But where is our new man, Mark Kitching? He's going to step in at left back. Anything else? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 6 lone players in the match squad now, which means Stike has to come on the bench for Correa. Shall we do anything else? I think this will be our team for the game. Yeah, this will be the team we play. Hopefully we can come away with a win and get 3 points off Worcester. So let's go. We got to be careful of Watkins. He's been almost as prolific as Marais for Worcester. Yes, and I think we should probably close down him as well. All right, let's continue to the team talk, and we'll go. I want you to pick off where you left off last time around. We've motivated 2 of the players. That is good. Hopefully, as I'll just turn that down, hopefully we can come away with a win today. As Pozo receives the ball, he finds Paul Green, who finds Marais. He looks for Briscoe, whose touch is a bit poor, and it's out for a throw, but it wasn't the best of passes to him, to be fair to him. And now they've got a free kick, and it's Williams, but he hits Pozo with the shot as he stands in the wall, and here's Banks finding Chambers, and Briscoe's nicked it off him, but no, they've got it back, and here is Evans as he picks up on the ball towards Oda, or Oduor. But that's a foul, and it's going to be a free kick to Worcester, and is that going to be Williams again? It is. He was going to get up and put the cross in. Hutchinson's running towards it, but Jeffries gets up well and heads away as Sam Cox looks to spread towards Briscoe, who doesn't quite get there before Tomlinson. And he plays it back, and that's the end of that highlight. Now, Evans is on the ball as Worcester look to come forward again. It's Oda inside. Richards. He's shot. Oh, it's hit the post. Kitching gets it away. Goodness me, I thought that was going wide. It must have had a little bit of curl on it at the end, but thankfully it stayed out. That could have been dangerous. Now Evans taking the free kick for them. Belshaw does well. Goodness me, they've been definitely the more attacking side to start this game off. And now they're going to put the corner in. Mariah smacks it clear. And hopefully that'll be the last dangerous situation for them in a while. Now they've got another free kick and Hutchinson plays it short to Evans. He finds Banks. This is looking dangerous. Watkins, it's a goal. That's not good enough. What did we do wrong? I can't even pick it out. We didn't watch the run right. That's something we need to improve. And it's Kitching out of position. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped him into the side over Turner. But there's a highlight straight from kickoff, and maybe we can bounce back straight away as Jones receives the ball and goes out wide to Burke, who finds Paul Green, and Green back to Burke. He hits it over the top. That's waste of possession, really. Briscoe wasn't nearly ready for it. Tomlinson hits it back upfield. Pozo's underneath that. He wins the header. Chambers' kick is intercepted by Jeffries. Now Cox finds Pozo and we look to come forward. It's a nice switch to Jimmy Phillips. And he finds Marias, and that's a goal, and that's 1-1, and I will definitely take that. Junior Marias says to Watkins, whatever you can do, I can do better. And it's 1-1. Great stuff. I think, was it Pozo with the ball over the top to Phillips? It was either Pozo or Cox. I can't remember who. It was Pozo. He's done a lot of lovely balls like that. Phillips, nice touch, squares it, and Marias finishes. And despite his injury, he's still putting them in the back of the net. Great stuff from our Jamaican striker. And that is 1-1. We're back on level terms, and the highlights have dried up a bit. But now, just as I say that, we come forward. It's intercepted there, but Cox makes an equally important and good interception. And now here is Paul Green to Marias. He shoots, and it goes over. I thought he was going to look for Briscoe there, but instead he went for the shot. But now we've got a throw as we look to come forward. Marias, he plays it first time, finds Paul Green. He goes back to Marias, who takes it past his man. Now he finds Paul Green, who goes back to Cox. Cox into Green. Around the corners, Jimmy Phillips back to Marias. He gets into the box, but he's dispossessed. And it's hit upfield, but that should be Kitchings in the air, and it is. And he finds Cox. And now here's Green as we look to come forward. Marias receives the ball again. His shot this time, though, just goes wide. And it's still 1-1. Throw in for them now. And Richards is dispossessed by Briscoe. Well done, Louis. And he finds Sean Burke, who hopefully won't smack it away and give away possession. Or maybe the giveaway possession part isn't true. No, the giveaway possession part is true. Because Marias can't quite beat their man to it as they try to bring it upfield again. Inside it comes to Williams. He looks to Sleeth, and here's Tomlinson. Back to Williams, but Marias cuts it out. Now Green, as we look to come forward. Pozo to Briscoe. And Briscoe coming forward. Why? Alright, throw in just before the break. Louis Briscoe receives it. He looks for Marias. And Marias turns. Plays it inside to Green. Is there time for one last opportunity for us? Back to Cox. Now Green. To Pozo. Through for Briscoe. His shot goes well over. That's the second time he's wasted an opportunity with a pointless effort from well after the edge of the box. Assertively, keep going out there and you can still win. Briscoe, I'm not happy with your performance. He's fired up, that's good. Hopefully he can come out and do something good in the second half. He's been good for this season, but today he's been rather off his game as Hutchinson receives the ball, hits it upfield. Jeffries is in the way. He's been very good pickup, he has. And with decent potential, he could be a centre-back in our team for a good while to come. But they go short from the free kick, and Williams' shot goes over the bar and away, and we'll have a goal kick there. Throw in for them. That's intercepted by Briscoe. Not the best of throws from Worcester there. Now he goes inside to Pozo. I thought he was going to bang one over the top there for Marias, but instead he goes back. Now here's Sam Cox. He goes short to Pozo, who goes back to Burke. He's got Green, and he uses him, who goes first time to Briscoe. Now it's Marias as we look to build back to Briscoe. He's coming forward. He's got like 3 men on him. He goes inside though. Here is Green. He's got Pozo. He uses Pozo first time to Marias. He goes back to Cox. Can we build something? Pozo again. He seems to be our assist mastermind or something like that. Or at least like, oh, it's fallen to Briscoe, and he puts it in. That is a very lucky goal, but I will take it nonetheless. And Louis Briscoe, 2 very poor shots in the first half, but now he's smacked one into the bottom corner. That is a great finish, despite how extremely fortunate it came to him. He does very well to put it away. It's a tackle from Evans. It deflects off Chambers, and running through is Briscoe, and he puts it in the back of the net. And now we're going to say concentrate as we look to hold on to the lead. But can we get another one? Briscoe's there. Briscoe. Oh, he's headed it over the bar. Pozo looking for another assist. Actually, he hasn't got an assist today, but he did play the ball over for the assist for Jimmy Phillips of the first goal. But now we're coming forward again. Losing out in the air, but Green is there, and he finds Pozo. Nice pass to Cox. Now it's Green. Out to Briscoe. He beats his man and finds Cox. Now Green, who when he was suspended, he was a big miss in the team. Now here's Jimmy Phillips. He goes back to Cox. Now Green. You don't really notice how important Green is to the team until he's not there, really. But as Sam Cox is dribbling back, he finds Burke, who probably gives away possession with that. He does, but Pozo is there to win it back, and Marias plays in Paul Green. Paul Green's in, but that is just what lets him down sometimes. He's poor finishing and poor shooting, really. Not just his finishing, it's his shooting all around that isn't the best. But now we have a corner, and Jimmy Phillips smacks it in. It's headed away. Jeffries is going to fetch it. He swings it back in. Pozo brings it down. Pozo, his first name is not Louis, it's Iker. But he unfortunately puts that one over the bar. And now here we come forward again. Sam Cox getting onto the loose ball. Finding Pozo. Pozo. Back to Cox. Into Green. Now Briscoe. Out to Burke. Into Cox. Into Green. Into Marias. Marias! Oh, that is a very good save by the keeper. I cannot speak to them, unfortunately. It hasn't been very long, but we've had quite a bit of attacking opportunities here recently. We haven't been able to take one, though, as Phillips crosses that in. The keeper comes for it. Unfortunately, it can't find Luke Jones, and he will claim, and that's the end of the highlight. Now we have a throw, and Burke goes long. Briscoe brings it down. He finds Paul Green. Green finds Briscoe. That's a nice pass. Now here's Marias. He goes back to Briscoe. Now Paul Green. You could play in Marias. Instead, he turns and goes back to Cox. Now Green. Pozo's there. He uses Pozo. Now Marias. Marias is caught by 2 people. He finds Pozo, who finds Phillips. All the way back to Kitching here. He hasn't had much to do, really, Kitching. Now Cox, now Green, now Briscoe, now Marias. This is some good passing, but unfortunately, we give it away. Chambers smacks it clear. Go on, Jones. Oh, he doesn't win it. Don't like this. I'd be very appreciative if we made the tackle as Oda gets onto that, but that cross has to be tipped over by Belshaw. Goodness me, that's good goalkeeping. That cross almost snuck in. And now they have a corner. Osborne to the back stick where Shaw wins the header. It goes across goal and Mark Kitching smacks it away. Sweeney wins that header, finds Phillips. Now Marias. Can we score another? Dan Sweeney on the ball again. He could play in Marias. He waited a bit too long and then put it wide with the finish. That would have been a really good ball. I wonder if Pozo would have been able to find that. But unfortunately, Sweeney was not able to, and Kitching wants to be subbed off. Have we got anyone who can play left back? No, we do not. I wish I had Turner on the bench. So I guess Kitching's just going to have to stick it out. And we'll bring on Jordan Keane for Luke Jones. Just to shore it up in the last few minutes. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. Now Evans. Now Oda. Good block by Kitching. Banks crosses. That should be keepers. And it is good claim by Belshaw. As we will look to close out this game with our lead. And as we head into stoppage time, I'm going to go contain and highly structured and tell the team to concentrate. And we have the goal kick. There's 1 minute left. Belshaw's taking his time. Still taking his time. Now, he smacks it long. Marias is trying to get underneath it, but he's never going to win that header. But Sam Cox is on the end of the clearing header. Sweeney dribbles past the number 6. Now he finds Green, whose pass is blocked, and he doesn't win it back. But that's not the best of passes, and Kitching gets in the way, but it finds Oda. Now here's Richards. They're chucking every man and his nan up forward here. Oda, we need to get back. Good block by Kitching, who's been very solid defensively in this game, apart from the mishap that led to their goal. And they've got a throw, which is probably their final chance of the game. Richards blocked by Phillips, I think that is, and it's going to go out for a corner. Everyone get in the box, and everyone get this out. Osborne. Belshaw comes and claims, and that will hopefully be game. I'm surprised they didn't send the keeper up. Mustn't be that desperate for the result. Belshaw holding it. Smacks it long. There we go. We get the win. Great stuff. And what should we say to the lads? Calmly say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us. And everyone, well, pretty much everyone is extremely delighted. We were the better team. 60% possession, more shots and more on target. We've moved up to within 5 points of the, what's that called, the playoffs. And we even have a game in hand on Altrincham in the 5th place spot, which means we could move just 2 points shy of the playoffs. We're now 8 away from relegation. That is very good stuff, and I'll definitely take that, especially after going behind. A good comeback victory from us. Very good stuff. Marias and Briscoe, our 2 men who continue to be on form for us. Great stuff from them. And it's all going very nicely here today. Alright, we're heading into the game against Kettering Town. It should be a victory. It would be very disappointing if we did not win. I think we're going to go with the exact same lineup. They picked up a win before. They should pick up another one. One change I'm going to make is I'm going to bring Turner onto the bench for Jordan Keane, because he can play anywhere across the back line. And are we going to do anything else? Mitch Curry's on his way back from injury, but he's not fully or anywhere near fit enough to be playing in the first team. I'm not going to play counter. I'm going to play control against these guys. We're not going to pump the ball into the box. We're going to play at a higher tempo, and I think that's all we will do. I'm not going to put any of the work ball into the box or exploit the middle that I normally do. I just don't feel like that's going to work today. Anyway, now we're going to... Marias is fully fit. He's 72, goodness me. I think we've got to start him just because of how important he is to the team, but we might be seeing Reece in this game because of how unfit he's looking at the moment, but we're in 11th place. We can jump up quite a long way if we get the win today, and we should get the win today. And certainly say expect nothing but a win from this match. And anyway, we can't fire him up or anything. Let's just head out into the game. Hopefully we can win. We're playing in yellow. Can't remember I don't think we've actually. I'm not going to say that because I'm probably wrong. But I can't remember the last time we played in yellow. It may have been a loss. I remember losing in yellow. Anyway, here they come. This would be very bad if they go ahead. Crossed in, come for it, or headed away by Luke Jones. Very well done by him. It's fallen for Charles. Good save by Belshaw. Very good save by Belshaw. Come on, lads. I feel like telling him to concentrate early. Probably will, but I'll wait for this highlight to finish. Briscoe well up. And there is the end of the highlight. Here they come again, but that's intercepted by Luke Jones, and he keeps it with him as well. It goes back to Belshaw. What will our goalkeeper do with the ball? He looks wide, looking for Jimmy Phillips, who heads it down to Pozo. At least I think that was a head. It may well have been a chest. But now we come inside to Paul Green, who goes back to Pozo. He goes into Marias. Now back to Green. Now into Pozo. If we can cut them apart with some intricate passing, that would be very nice. As Pozo looks to slot in Briscoe, who cuts it back. Jimmy Phillips' goal. That may or may not be his first goal for the club, but it definitely is his first of the... Yeah, look down there. It is his first ever goal for the club, and it's Louis Briscoe with the assist. And our front three has been on fire recently. And it's pretty much been the introduction of Marias that's changed everything. Briscoe and Phillips have become great players, and he's lifted them. And Jimmy Phillips scores there, makes it 1-0, and we have the lead. Great stuff. And now we've got the ball again as we look to come forward as Sam Cox plays a little 1-2 with Green, who receives the ball back and slides it into Briscoe, who finds Pozo. Pozo shoots it, saved by Sykes, who fetches the ball, and we don't score. Our midfielders seem to lack in the shooting department. Seems to be our front three the only ones who can shoot, but the midfielders are very capable passers as Pozo finds Phillips there, but he's dispossessed. And now Etheridge on the ball. He's held up by Kitching. Makes him go back to Walker, and Walker's switch is he's intercepted. Green looking to win it back here. Now Etheridge, but he's got it pickpocketed by Kitching. Now Phillips gets on the loose ball after Marias loses out in the air. And it doesn't quite cross the line for us, and Walker will have the ball, but his pass is intercepted, but it falls nicely for Kettering, and now here they come. It's Burn Yeet. Green's tackles found its way to Taglione, and thankfully Taglione's shot goes well over the bar. That would have been a very unfortunate goal to concede, but after we scored that goal against Worcester, what can you really say is Taglione picks up on the ball again here. Now it's Johnson, back to Grogan, out to Walker, inside to Johnson. We're doing a good job defensively in this game, apart from that really rather lucky opportunity. Watch us go and concede a goal here because I've said that. No, Paul Green with a good tackle. And he looks for Marias. That might have gone through the ref's legs or something there, but Marias slots in Briscoe. That was poor positional play from the wing back, but the cross was not met by Pozo or Phillips, who were rushing across goal, and that's a waste of an opportunity. But now we have the ball again, and the throw. Phillips, beautiful stuff to beat the number 6. Pozo to Marias. He goes back to Paul Green. Green? That actually wasn't far away. I said our midfielders lacked in the shooting department, but Paul Green almost scored a stunner there. Throw in now again, and it's Sam Cox finding Green to Pozo now. First time ball to Phillips, doesn't quite have the right angle on it, and it's taken away. And now here they come on the counter. Etheridge dribbling wide, but we've done well to get back, and that's a poor pass. Johnson does find Etheridge though. Now Wood. Charles plays it around the corner. You can't let him get to that. Oh my goodness, he's hit the post. Burke thankfully gets that away. He shouldn't have let him get anywhere near that, and if he did, he needed to block the shot, and he did neither. Well, he did let him get to it, as Belshaw takes that. Well, I thought number 3. Who's number 3? Kitching, I think, was going to kick it away, or head it away, but Belshaw wanted that. That doesn't really matter as they launch it back upfield. Kitching in the way. He's been solid since we brought him in. Briscoe, that wasn't the best of touches, but he uses it to try and burst around the outside of the number 3. Unfortunately, he can't quite make it. Burke now looks for Briscoe. That was a waste of the ball, and now here they come, but it's intercepted by Sam Cox. He looks for Phillips, who touches that and very nicely, getting away from the number 2, but that is a very poor cross, and it will stay at 1-0. Taglione now has a free kick, and Belshaw saves. Burke gets there first, and it's going to be a throw. Now they've got a throw-in. They're on the attack here. Charles, dispossessed by Pozo. Green gets the ball, and it's launched out towards Jimmy Phillips, who heads it to Marias. Marias to Phillips. Pozo's charging forward, as is a bunch of our other players. Green finds Pozo. He's got Cox, or he could go out to Burke. Burke looks for Briscoe. That is not a bad ball. Briscoe! Too close to the keeper with that cross, though. And Sykes claims it and walks to the edge of his box, boots it upfield. Oh, Jones and Burke get in each other's way. Then number 8, that's Paul Green, stops running towards the ball, and Burn Yeet is denied by Belshaw, who just keeps it out. That was very poor from Jones, Burke and Green, who for some reason decided to stop chasing it. And now they've got a corner, but Green heads that away very well, and Taglione is going to run and get it. He goes for the cross, but Belshaw is comfortably in behind that, catches it, and it's the end. This has been a very eventful first half, but with just one goal as Sam Cox plays it back to Belshaw. We can look for the switch here. We've got plenty of space out on the right-hand side as Burke receives the ball. Goodness me, what was that? He's kicked it straight into there, man. Taglione's shot goes wide. That Burke has been not very good. I'm thinking maybe we should bring Hurd back into the side, because Burke has been bad. Enough, but Hurd, I mean, that's a place we really lack right back, it seems. Burke and Hurd, both not very good. Wassey was very good last season. And we're gonna say, things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. Punch of the lads have switched off. I'm gonna bring off Marias, bring on Reece Stike, and I'm kind of want to take off Cox, but I'm not going to. Now, I should have told him to calm down. That was a bit silly. Anyway, they're kicking off. They've brought on a new striker called Waterhouse. At least I think it's a new striker. Either that or he got none of the ball in the first half. Yeah, actually, it's a new striker. Oh, that could be through. No. Burke has done well there. Yeah, and I know it's a new striker because he's got the number 12 shirt on. And that means his first sub. Free kick for us here. Jimmy Phillips looks out wide for Kitching. He finds Pozo. Back to Kitching. Nice pass to Pozo. And Pozo, I think Stike might be offside, and he's stuffed it up anyway. What a poor shot. I bet Marias would have done better. Goal kick for them now, and Sykes hits it long. Jeffries is underneath that. He wins the header. Mullen, Charles, Waterhouse, Wood. Charles, Waterhouse. But he's dispossessed by Kitching, who finds Reece Stike. And Jimmy Phillips is bursting to make that run, as is Briscoe, who receives the ball. Done him there. We've got so many players here. Pozo has his shot blocked, and that really should have been a goal, or at least a shot on target. And here they come. Waterhouse plays it for Taglione, but that's another wasted effort as it goes out for a goal kick. Pozo, he had like Phillips and Stike to his left. He went for the shot, smacked it straight at the only dude in sight apart from the keeper, and Phillips now has a chance to double his goal tally from the free kick spot, but he puts it wide. And, well, this has been, after scoring early, we've had so many opportunities, and we haven't taken them. Now they have a free kick. It's launched upfield. Kitching's underneath it, and he does well to win the header, finding Jimmy Phillips, who manages to find Pozo. And Pozo, that was a very bad pass. Should have just played it short to Sam Cox. And now here they come through Charles. Back to Wood. Now it's Mullen. Kitching needs to watch number 12. And Taglione is denied by Belshaw. And Jeffries stops it from being a corner. And Belshaw again keeps us in the lead. Throw in for us now. Cox. He goes to Turner. What's he doing all the way there? He's shot. I don't know if that was a shot or not. And Sweeney. I think that was a shot. And it only just went wide. Unlucky there, but who knows what Turner was doing in the box. Alright, launched upfield. Jeffries with the header. Waterhouse wins it though. Now Charles. Adams. Oh no! Taglio. Oh no! They've scored. And it's just a cross in the... Oh my... No. Oh... It's a cross, and Taglione, Belshaw couldn't save this one. Kitching, goodness sake, what are you doing? Okay, now we've got to go for it. Oh, Cox. Alright. Can I change to overload, please, you... Okay, can we win it in the last minute? Oh, the ref blows for full time. And we lose, and we draw at the very last minute. And I'm going to say that they were not good enough, because we should have won that game. And that's 2 points dropped. Could be sitting in 9th, instead we're sitting in 11th. And we just were poor. I think we really missed Marias in the second half. Stike was bad. Taglione should never have been able to score. Kitching was disappointing. And after all that, they're still in the relegation zone. But that will be it for today's episode of Football Manager. A decent one. The last minute goal against Kettering really put a dampener on the episode. We should have won. We didn't. We're just going to have to get over it. Keep going and fight to get into the playoffs. We're now 6 points off with a game in hand. But anyway, that'll be it for today's episode. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, please do drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.